Hey everybody, Angela Carboni coming here to you guys live at a little after 12:30 on Friday afternoon. I hope you guys are all having an awesome Friday and you're all getting ready for your wonderful weekend, and that is awesome. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about today is, as the title of this go live is called, repetition, repetition, repetition. Now, sometimes, those of you who watch my go lives, you see me talk about certain things. Most of all, I talk to you guys about, hi Kevin, I talk to you a lot about the 4 M's, which, if you don't know what they are, is mindset, motivation, massive action, and mentorship. And I talk about these 4 things a lot because I believe that those are the 4 key things that you need to be successful in your life and in your business. If you're doing any kind of business, doesn't necessarily matter what business you're doing, or if you're in business with me or not. But I think these 4 things are crucial to anybody's success in anything, okay? So I've had some people send me messages like, well, sometimes you kind of talk about the same thing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm talking about the same 4 things for a reason. Hi, Clayton. I'm talking about these 4 things because I believe they are crucial, like I said, to your life and your business. And I'm going to keep talking about these 4 things and derivatives of these 4 things until you start to do them. Okay? There's a story about this pastor who, would give his sermon, and the next week he would give almost the exact same sermon, and the week after that he'd give almost the exact same sermon. And once one of his congregation came to him and said, Pastor, you're saying the same thing a lot. And the pastor said, that's right, and I'm going to keep saying it until you put it into action. I'm going to keep saying this until it fits in your head and you start to believe it and you start to do it. Okay? When we talk about network marketing and we talk about repetition, hi Moises, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing it properly. We often talk about duplication in network marketing, Well, duplication is just sort of a derivative of repetition, it's just kind of a different word for repetition. We want to repeat the same behaviors. We want people who join our businesses to follow the behaviors that we have done that have made us successful so that they will become successful. So repetition is huge when it comes to your life. What you need to be sure you're doing is that you're repeating the proper behaviors over and over again. People always say practice makes perfect. Practice doesn't make perfect. If you practice something improperly, you're going to do it perfectly improperly. Right? Practice makes persistence, actually, is what practice does, as kind of a derivative of this repetition and duplication and this kind of thing, I'm not out to reinvent the wheel, so to speak, with my business, I am, hi Daniel, what MLM are you with? I'll talk to you after, Daniel. I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm not out to reinvent the wheel here, you guys. And if you're out to reinvent the wheel, all for it, go hard. I'm not there yet. I'm not at a place where I want to kind of develop my own, massive thing. I'm very happy in the business that I'm working. I'm very happy with the people that I'm working with, and I'm happy to be working with a very proven system to work from home online and to make an income from home online and to live more free, live, the laptop lifestyle essentially, and be able to work wherever the hell I want to be. I'm very happy with that right now. Are there things in the future that I think I want to do personally that are a little bit more kind of a reinvent the wheel idea? Absolutely. I would love to write a book. I'm in the process of kind of starting those little things. What would I actually like to talk about in that book? Everybody's life experience. If you can look at everybody that you meet as someone you can learn something from, hi Sergio, then your life is going to improve even by leaps and bounds that way. I have different life experience than Daniel has, or Sergio has, or Clayton has, or anybody else who's watching this go live. And we all have something that we can teach each other if we allow ourselves to be open to learning from everybody. That's all we have to do in this life, really, is just look at everybody that we meet along the way as someone who could teach us something. And maybe it will be a huge, huge lesson that'll change your life. And maybe it'll just be a little lesson that, might have been something you already kind of knew, but you weren't really implementing in your life. and people, people come and go in our lives for different reasons and at different times. This is all meant to happen the way that it's happening. But back to repetition part of things, guys, like when I see you guys take action on those 4 M's that I talked to you about, I'll stop talking about them. Okay? But in the meantime, any derivative of mindset that I can show you guys, like these videos that I see that I'm posting on my Facebook page all the time, and I'm posting on my fan page about how to motivate yourself, how to inspire yourself, how to find out what it is you want to do in this world, what you're passionate about, what you really love, how you want to spend your time truly. These are all part and parcel of the 4 M's, okay? They all have something to do with the 4 M's. Like those certain, those other videos I put up, they're motivation. That's one of the M's. That's the second M. I want you to be motivated. I want you to... Are you going to get the phone? Okay, never mind. My phone's ringing and I was just asking my boyfriend if he was going to answer it. Evidently not. Anyway, and when I talk to you guys about, working on your mindset, that is crucial. This is a crucial thing to your business. I sum it up in the 4 M's, in words with mindset, motivation, massive action, and mentorship. But this is where I want you guys to end up going. Okay. I want you to get to where your mindset needs to be for you to have an incredible life, or the life that you want. I want to be able to motivate you from afar, because I can't be everywhere you guys are. So I want to be able to motivate you as much as I can from afar. And I do that by giving you guys great videos and great things I find on YouTube or find out wherever. And maybe it'll perk you up in your day a little bit and motivate you to kind of keep going or hustle harder or get started even. When I post things about massive action, I just want you to take some sort of action. I was talking to somebody else earlier this morning and he was like, well, I don't know. I'm making videos and I'm putting up ads, but I don't know. Once I make them, I look at them and I don't think they're right. So I shut them down, and I'm like, well, take some sort of action. Any action is better than no action at all. And even if it's improper action, even if you're doing something not perfectly to begin with, that's better than not doing anything at all. Okay? So taking action on all of these things is crucial. You could be the smartest person in the world when it comes to knowledge. If you don't implement that knowledge, it's useless. You have to take action in life. We have to move forward. Okay? And mentorship, when I post about, our group masterminds or something I learned in a mastermind, that's because I want you guys to get involved in some sort of a mastermind. I want you to collaborate with other people. I want you to talk to other people, ask questions, just engage with people that can mentor you, because there's a lot of people who've been down the road you've been down, and they've made the mistakes that you could potentially make, or they've had the successes that you could potentially have, and they can tell you right now, yeah, don't do this, that doesn't work, do this, that's what works, right? Wouldn't you want that information? Wouldn't you want to save yourself the headache and the pain? And I talked about pain with you guys yesterday. Humans will more often than not do a lot to stop themselves from having to receive any pain in life. If I'm giving you guys some value here, just give me some likes or hearts or whatever you want to do. I know you guys want to get to your weekend. I'm not gonna talk here for hours and hours or anything. I got some stuff to do this afternoon as well. But if you're wondering why I post what I post and why I talk about what I talk about, it's because I am trying to instill the 4 M's into you. I am trying to get them to be a part of your everyday thinking, a part of your mind, a part of, well, which M is this serving me today? If I read this book today, which M is that serving? Well, your mindset. If I have a look at this, inspiring blog post, what is that, what M is that working on for me? Well, it's working on your motivation and your inspiration kind of thing, right? If I place an ad today, or if I do some of my organic posts and get speaking to other people that way, well, that's massive action. And if I talk to somebody else in my group and ask a question, that's mentorship. So just look at what you're doing in your day, and I'm telling you, almost every one of your actions will fall into one of those 4 categories. And if they don't, then they are not serving you. If it's behaviors like, oh, I'm watching the news and I'm watching the world fall apart, that's not really serving you. You're probably thinking, you know, Angela, well, I need to know what's going on in the world. You know what? I half the time don't know what's going on in the world because I don't watch the news. It's too negative, it's too bullshit, and I can't stand having the thoughts in my head. I don't like having negative thoughts like that in my head. And does it make me stupid? Do I always know what's going on in the world? No, I don't know all the time every single thing that's happened in Paris or London or US or whatever. But that's not serving me. It's not serving me to know every little detail about every little bomb that was dropped or every little detail about, you know, things that I have no control over. It's not serving me to spend my brain thinking about, like, spending the time on that. It's just not serving me. So I don't do it, you know? Some people might say, well, you're stupid then. You don't know what's going on in the world. Well, then I'm stupid. Then I guess that's what I am to you. I'm stupid because I don't know what's going on in the world. But you know what? I choose to keep those things out of my life because I don't have room for them. I don't have room for the negative crap in the world. Hi, Jerry. I don't have room for other people's bullshit. I just don't. Like, it's not something I'm going to allow my brain to spend time thinking on. So when I talk about the 4 M's and I talk about repetition, I'm doing this because I really want it to sink in. I want mindset, motivation, massive action, and mentorship to sink into your mind. And I want you to look at your everyday life, and I want you to look at everything you do on a daily basis and see which area those actions you're taking are serving you in. Because they're probably serving you in one of the 4. And like I said, if they're not serving you in one of the 4, either mindset, motivation, massive action, or mentorship, then they're probably not serving your life anyway. Okay? It might be something, it might be a behavior that you're doing that you might want to look at and say, you know, I probably shouldn't be doing this anymore. Hi, Malik. You know, maybe this isn't a good way to spend my time. Maybe this isn't a good way to spend my brain power. Maybe this isn't a good thought to have, you know? Catch yourself with these things, you know, guys, because as soon as you learn that you have control over your own thoughts, you can choose, obviously, what you want to think about and what you don't want to think about, you know? I personally, like I said, you know, I'm not like, there's many other people like me who don't watch the news and who don't necessarily pay attention to every single thing that's going on in the world because it becomes, it's like it takes on its own life. It takes on a life of its own, and this negativity and this mess kind of thing of what's going on in the world, it starts to eat into you, right? Either it starts getting into your brain or it starts getting into your heart, and it starts becoming something that is starting to eat away at you, right? You're getting so pissed off about what's going on in politics or what's going on in the world that you're allowing your thoughts to run away with you on these topics, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to have thoughts that you're not in control of. You don't want all this negative crap all the time, okay? So one of the ways I choose to keep the negativity out of my life is I don't watch the news. My boyfriend, he watches practically every news thing that's on all day. When I want to know what's going on in the world, I just go to him and go, what's new in the world, honey? You know, what do you want to tell me about? Oh, this happened today? Oh, that's too bad, you know, or, oh, this happened today? Well, that's great. Whatever way it goes, right? And I'm not saying that you guys, hi Tommy, I'm not saying that you guys have to stop watching the news. You don't have to do, you know, exactly what I'm doing. What I'm saying is that I have found out that when I watch the news, I tend to take it personally, essentially. I look at it and go, what the hell is wrong with people? Why can't they smarten up? What the hell is going on in this world? Why can't we clean this up? And it just starts to eat away at me. It's just something that it just gets me emotionally. So it's something I don't want to focus my time on, you know? Other ways to keep negative things out of your life are to sort of identify who the negative people are in your life and start to limit your time with them. Okay. And this is something, again, repetition. This is something I've told you guys about a lot. I've discussed how 80% of the people you surround yourself with are your environment and how they impact your life. Okay. If you hang out with 5 criminals, you will become the 6th. And I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying everybody's a criminal. Or if you hang out with 5 entrepreneurs who are positive minded, you will become the 6th. Okay? So that's what I'm saying about getting the negative people, identifying them and getting them out of your life. Or if they're people that you can't fully get rid of, then you need to limit the amount of time you're spending with them. You need to surround yourself with positive people, good people, happy people, people who want to help you succeed, people who want to see you do good in life, people who are not judging you every time you turn around. You know, it's really important of who you're surrounding yourself with. Okay. And this is another repetition thing. I have said this to you guys before, you know, let it sink in. Let some of what I say sink in, you guys. I know that, you know, sometimes we listen to people and it kind of goes in one ear and out the other. And I'm hoping, hi Mary, I'm hoping that that's not happening, with these go lives. I hope you are kind of listening to what I'm saying and taking it to heart and putting it, you know, starting to put it into your everyday life. I really hope that you're doing that, because I'm not on here just to lecture or tell you how to tell you a way to live your life. That's not what my goal is. My goal is to do whatever I can to help you have whatever it is in your life that you want. Tommy says, amen. Don't let the skid rats in your town bring you down. Oh, I love that, Tommy. That's too awesome. What a great turn of phrase that is. Don't let the skid rats in your town bring you down. Well, there you go. Amen, right? So, I mean, you know, and that's exactly it. So feedback like that, what Tommy just said, Tommy agrees with me. Tommy understands this. Tommy knows this about himself, or knows this about the world already. And he, you know, is acting on it. Don't let the skid rats in your town bring you down. Like, I mean, it's something in me, okay, that I need to make sure that everybody I come across is living the best possible life they can have. It's something in me. That is a driving force in me. That is why I do what I do. That is why I do these go lives. That's why I seek out the best motivational and inspirational videos and words to pass on to you guys, so that it can somehow affect your daily life in a positive way, in a better way, and make your daily life better, make you happier in the morning. When you wake up, you're smiling. You're not going, oh my God, I got another day at my crappy job and I hate my world and blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to start feeding you guys with as much positive, as much inspirational, as much good as I can, because somebody did this for me. You know what I mean? Somebody years ago came to me and was like, here, just read this book. Here, have a look at this motivational video. Have an idea of what's going on in your world. Let's see if we can do something about that, you know? So this is kind of a pay it forward thing. That's what all these go lives are for me, is anything that I've learned that has benefited me, I am passing it on. I am paying it forward. I am giving it to you. I haven't packaged this up in a course that I'm going to charge you $4,000 or $5,000 for. I want you to be happy. I want you to be positive. I want you to live a life of true abundance. I care. I truly do. Okay. And you know, I have people say to me, God, Angie, you want to help everybody, but you can't be there for everybody. And that's something that I always have to fight with. It's an inner demon of mine, that I want to be a million places at once and help as many people as I possibly can. So, but I can't physically be there with you. Mary is awesome. She is a wonderful girl. She's in Ontario. I wish I could be in Ontario. I'm not. I'm in Alberta, you know? So doing these things like go lives, I am able to connect with her. I'm able to pass on information. I'm able to pay it forward. And you know what? Mary is going to go on and pay this forward too, because that's the kind of gal that Mary is. Sorry to call you out, Mary, but you're the bomb. I just love you. You're too great. So, anyway, so to sum this all up, I know sometimes we go off on tangents. That's a bad thing of mine. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. Next week, I'm going to be in Vegas for an incredible event that I'll have lots of pictures and lots of stuff that I'll be posting here on Facebook for you guys. We're going to have some big breakthroughs. I'm going to learn so much awesome stuff that I'm going to be able to come back here and tell you guys all about and pass on to you guys. I'm so excited for it. So that's next Tuesday to May 1st. I'll be gone. So, if I'm not, I might not do a go live every day next week. So heads up on that. I'll try to connect as much as I can with you guys throughout that next week. But it is a bit of a busier week. It is a lot going on while we're in Vegas for the event. But I'm so excited for all of it. It's going to be totally incredible. But if you don't see me do a go live, every day next week, that's kind of why. But I will come back with lots of juicy nuggets to pass on to you guys, lots of great information, lots of great techniques. I mean, there's so much that's going to go on next week here in Vegas. It's going to be totally awesome. So anywho, it's about 5 to 1 in the afternoon on my time here in Alberta. So I'm going to jump off now, but you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. I love and appreciate all of you, and I will see you on my next Go Live. Ciao for now. Bye.